Is there any, even though you're 100%, is there anything that would cause you to be more confident in this?
Mm, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that could really like assert that more, you know? Like maybe if I don't know, man.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. Enjoying the January.
January?
It's like the weather.
It's good.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Cool.
Yeah, just spending my time on my day off, trying to do something.
Cool.
So what's this?
Yeah. So, if you were to participate, um, I would have you pick something that's meaningful to you that you think is true, and I would, from a neutral perspective, ask questions about how you arrived at the conclusion, and we explore what supports your confidence that it's true.
That's a, ooh. I mean, I know I probably have something up in here, but like on the spot, that's a little, ooh.
I've got ways to make you talk. Do you care if I record? Okay.
I do not.
If you want to have a seat,
Sure.
get this camera going. What's your name?
Iris.
Iris?
Yeah.
Cool. Good to meet you. My name's David.
How long? I don't know. I'm interested, but like I'm also a little scared. I'm like, shit.
No, it's all good. Um, Usually, these kinds of talks can be pretty enlightening, depending on how meaningful the topic you pick.
And what was your name?
My name's David.
David.
Yeah. Cool. So, yeah. Your name is Iris?
Yeah.
That's a cool name. Like what's in your eye kind of Iris?
Yeah, or the flower.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Awesome.
It's also short for Osiris.
Okay.
Yeah, but I usually just go by Iris.
Will you spell it for me?
Iris, it's Iris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
So you said that you were having trouble coming up with a subject to talk about?
Well, no, I mean, I have a couple, in mind. It's just, it's a lot of, like, when you think about something meaningful, that's like, it's a lot of pressure in a way, kind of. It's like, shit, what do I think is really meaningful, or what do I think is, like, worth talking about?
Something that you think is true.
Something that I think is true.
Yeah.
Uh,
Usually, like I was saying, it's the talk is more interesting if the subject that you bring, or the conclusion, or the claim, or the belief, is meaningful to you, something that you're confident in.
um, well, I've been stuck on this the past couple of weeks. Just mortality itself, life and death. The fact that we're alive just to die. I mean, the universe is gonna end one day, and that honestly kind of terrifies me. Um, but more importantly, I think because of that fact, why would you waste your time being negative?
Okay.
Um, I feel like you can do a lot of good things and have good experiences and enjoy yourself, even though it may all just dissipate one day. Like it's about right now, I guess.
Okay. So, what is there like a conclusion that we can explore with that idea? Like, um, what is something that you think is true that you can use your understanding of? Because it sounds like you're kind of concerned about this whole idea of death
Yeah.
and like the world ending or something like that. Is that
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, like, well, unless you believe in any sort of religion, I don't personally. I just believe that we were just brought alive by you know, evolution. Microorganisms, and it was just all by chance. And one day it's just gonna disappear. And if anything, life doesn't have meaning, and that's the only meaning that it should have. It's whatever you make of it.
okay? So we could explore the idea that we we assign our own meaning to life.
Yeah.
We assign our own meaning to life.
You said you had something to make me talk.
Yeah, I've got that's a really good idea we could talk about. What I was gonna offer is like when somebody has a hard time trying to come up with a claim that they want to explore, I've got my can of words, and it's basically just a bunch of words in here, and you get to pick one, and you get to define it or talk about it however you want, and sometimes that can generate an idea like this. So we can go with this idea, or you can try this. It's up to you.
No, we can just go with this.
Go with that one? Okay, we can do this later or another day or whatever.
It's up to you.
Cool. So we assign our own meaning to life. Okay. All right. Just a couple of questions to get us started here. Generally speaking, what percentage of your beliefs would you prefer to be true or accurate?
I don't understand.
Like if you could choose, like how important is it for you to be believing true things?
It's very important. I mean, like, why would you believe in a lie?
Okay, cool. So if we had a pie chart, and these are all the beliefs or the conclusions that you've got, what percentage of this pie would you prefer those beliefs be accurate?
I would prefer all of them would be accurate. I don't want to be wrong, but I don't want to be a know-it-all. Not like I know it all, but I don't want to be wrong in what I think I might know.
You would prefer that all your beliefs are true.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be like 100% then.
Yeah, like
That
some
accurate?
some form of like realism, like this is just how it is. Like,
Okay, cool. On that same scale, 0 to 100, how confident are you that this conclusion is true?
extremely confident. I mean, and it's one of the things that like I try to find every day. Like, why am I alive? Why did I get up and go to work today? Or why am I, having a nice time going out biking? Why did I stop by and talk?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some sort of reason for it. Like I was talking to someone the other day, and they told me like, like my why is I don't need to understand the universe and my own mortality and shit like that to know that I like Pokemon.
Uh,
or none of that stuff really matters. If you can make a kid smile today, I mean, that's all that really counts.
Okay, cool. So like having good experiences and maybe causing other people to have good experiences.
Yeah.
That's meaningful. Okay. Does everything need a reason?
Yes and no. I'd like everything to have a reason, but like I know some things are kind of just pointless. Like why do you like skipping rocks? But it's fun. But there's no real point to it. There's no real. It's not going to have an effect later on in your life, or at least I don't think it would. Um, mm, yeah.
Okay. So being very confident, are you comfortable putting a number on that? Like how confident you are that this is true from 0 to 100?
100.
100?
Yeah.
Okay. How does this conclusion affect your behavior?
It affects it like in the very, like I'm either like high up or I'm low down, because on one end it's like, well, since it's gonna have whatever meaning I apply to it, you know, why can't I go do the crazy shit? Why can't I I don't know, go skydiving, or some shit, or be reckless in some sense and have a little bit of fun, like if I feel like that's what life is about, then I should be able to do that,
Okay.
as long as I'm not like hurting someone or
As long as it doesn't hurt somebody else, you feel like you should be able to have all these kinds of experiences, whether or not they require a reason to do them.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the claim we assign our own meaning to life, if somehow this might be hard to imagine, but somehow you woke up tomorrow and this conclusion were false and you had some sort of knowledge that this was false, how would your behavior be different? How would your behavior change?
I guess if there was some clear-cut image in how life was supposed to be, and like I knew that for a fact, I think I'd be okay. Like I've thought about it, like if it could be guaranteed to me that tomorrow will always be okay, there won't ever be an end, and everyone I love is gonna be here, no matter how much time passes. If that was like a guarantee, or if I knew at least some form of like what the true answer was, then no, this goes out the window. Like I'll follow whatever the universe said the rules were, but there's no stated rule.
Okay. Can you think of an example of how your actions would change, like specifically?
Like mood wise and like actions, like I'd probably be a little bit more content. I'd feel a little bit more safe, secure. I'd feel more welcome to go out and like just have a good time, and not think about the end.
You would feel more secure if something else assigned our meaning to life.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's say that this was false, and we somehow knew that something else assigned meaning to our life. Do you think that would have changed your bike route, or the fact that you rode your bike today, or did something else? Like, I'm interested in like specific changes in your day-to-day actions would be if you found out that this was false.
I don't, maybe it would change just a little bit, because, I usually take the same bike route every single day I have off, because it gives me some form of I don't know, maybe I'm meant to do this. This is nice, like I meet people on the way and everything. Would it change? Maybe a little bit. I wouldn't feel so obligated to, I guess.
Okay. So So it would affect your behavior just a little bit
Yeah,
if you found out that this wasn't true.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's my little bit right here. Um, what's the main reason that supports your confidence in this?
Well, so far I have not found a single reason other than what I think of what life is, the meaning of. I haven't found a single one. Um, People believe in like religions and all of that, but to me that doesn't seem like a real answer. And I haven't found any sort of real answer anywhere. So the only answer I can think of is whatever I make up myself.
Okay. So so the lack of answers that would answer the question of what brings meaning to life. That's your main reason?
Yeah, since there's no answer, just make your own.
Okay. Okay. Lack of answers. Okay. How much does this reason affect your 100% confidence that this is true?
The lack of answers.
Like we could go back to this pie. What percentage of this pie?
It makes it entirely true. The lack
Okay.
of answers makes that statement like inherently true.
Okay. So this reason affects your confidence. It sounds like a great deal.
Yeah,
Okay. Would you be comfortable putting a number on that?
like an 80.
80?
Yeah,
Okay.
like 80 out of 100.
Okay, cool. Um, how reliable is the reason, lack of answers, to arrive at conclusions? Like, could somebody use this reason to come to a conclusion that's false?
Mm, I wouldn't know. I mean, like, I guess that would be up to them or someone observing to decide. I don't, you know, right or wrong, true or false. We can't exactly always, guarantee that it is right or wrong or true or false. Maybe one day we will find that, answer, that omnipotent being that like, just knows and has the answer for us. Or
Okay.
maybe it will be answered when we die, but no one knows that because you can't come back after you die.
Right. So let's say that somebody walked up to our conversation and they said, we don't assign our own meaning to life. And their reason was because of the lack of answers. Would that be a good reason for them to arrive at their conclusion?
Mm, I mean, that's their conclusion. I mean,
Would
I
that be a good reason though? Like, I'm curious in your view of how reliable this reason is to arrive at conclusions.
because you're trying to find the answers. I feel like that's what life is partially about, is trying to find those answers for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And the lack of answers doesn't mean that it's necessarily we don't make our own meaning to life. Because saying there's a lack of answers, well, that means that there has to be some answers somewhere, right? But we haven't found that yet.
Okay. Cool. Um, is there a way to test this claim to see if it's true or not?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like
How have you tested this?
like my meaning of life at the moment is just I want to just have a good time. I want to be with the people I love and just cherish the time that I have now. Um, that everything after that is scary, but as long as I focus on right now, I feel like that's my meaning in life. Like it's just the good times, and
Okay.
like building up.
So your test to see if this is true.
It's a daily test, you
Okay.
know.
You test it daily. And by testing it, you you're going through the process of assigning your own meaning to life, and therefore that gives you confidence that this is true.
Yeah.
That'd be accurate. Okay. Um, you said you were 100% confident in this being true. Is there anything? Is there any? Even though you're 100%, is there anything that would cause you to be more confident in this?
Mm, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that could really like assert that more, you know. Like maybe if I don't know, man.
Okay. Cool. Cool. You good on time?
No, yeah, no, I'm great on time. I don't got no order.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything that would lower your confidence in this being true?
Uh, Easily. Like if someone, like, let's say for you, for example, like secretly you're God, right? And like, you know, you set this all up knowing I'd come through here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you want to have this conversation with me and like enlighten me in some form or way,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I found that out, or like, you know, some whatever, you know, higher being just tells us.
Okay.
Well, then, yeah, that's out the window.
Okay. So if you were convinced that that a god showed up and convinced you that this was all planned out, that would lower your confidence.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Like from 100 to what?
To like an 80 still, because you know I still do want to like just live my life with my own meaning, you know.
Okay.
I've struggled a lot with religion, you know, and you know, if God's real, if he's not, am I going to go to hell, you know, am I doing right or wrong, you know. And part of me just wants to be like, well, you know, fuck that, fuck all that, you know, like I'm gonna just live how I want to live, you know, and like, you know, I'll say that that was my meaning, you know.
Okay.
It's just living.
How much does your desire to make your own meaning affect your confidence in this?
Makes it a lot higher, you know, like you know, like that's my want, you know. So you have to have confidence in the things you're trying to achieve.
Okay. Okay. Could somebody want something to be a certain way and be mistaken about that? And be mistaken about the truth of it?
Like how so? I don't get you.
If let's see if I can come up with an example. If I wanted there to be a god, could I still be mistaken about there being a god?
Like if there ever was one in the first place.
Yeah, but based on what I want, like how does what I want affect the truth of the matter? I guess is what I'm asking. And I'm actually asking that about what you said, because you said it your desire plays a big part in your confidence in this, right?
Yeah.
So if I desired something to be true, what effect does that have on it being true?
I would say not really much of an effect. Just how much do you believe? You know, believe in that truth. You know, because like, you know, also like gender identity issues. You know, like I want to be a woman, but you know, as of right now, you know, I'm not. And like as bad as like I could want that right now, it's just not possible for me. But that's also like that's a whole other like just worldly, you
Sure.
know, common issues. You know.
Yeah. It sounds like what you're saying is that no matter how much we want something to be true, it doesn't sound like that has a lot to do with whether it is true.
Yeah.
Would that be
Sometimes
fair?
it won't be true, like as much as you want it to be.
Okay.
Or like you want to believe that like, someone, maybe you're in a relationship for years and years and like you want to believe that this person would never do anything to hurt you or anything like that, but they did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't true. But as much as you wanted to like believe, even if you were like blatantly like ignoring the fact, because you desired it to be true, it's not true. I mean,
Yeah.
it shows.
Cool. Awesome. Do you have any questions for me?
No, well, what's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is Sound Epistemology.
Sound?
Yeah, sound like the Puget Sound. And epistemology is the study of how we know things. How do you know what you know? That's basically what epistemology is. And what I'm doing out here today is called Street Epistemology. And that's where we take the idea of how do we arrive at conclusions? How do we know that we know things? To the commonplace, and like taking it out of like the philosophy class at the university and applying it here in real life with real, people. Like folks like you. So, I have this to give you if you want it.
Cool.
I usually have a blue piece, but I'm out of blue. You can kind of see how it works here. Here's the blue piece. So basically, the idea is if you have a chat with me, you get to pick one of these puzzle pieces. And if you see me out here again, and if you want to have another talk, you can earn another piece and build out the whole set.
Hey, that sounds cool.
Maybe next time that you see me, I'll have some more blue pieces. But for now, I just have the red and yellow. So which one would you like?
I'll take the yellow.
Okay, cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, that was great. Any feedback?
Yeah, I like this. This is cool. Like I hope more people get to come by and kind of like experience this. It was nice to just talk,
Yeah.
and,
Without
like,
arguing or debating and
yeah, just like kind of just
hearing you out.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm really glad you stopped by, Iris.
yeah.
And like I said, if you see me again, we can have another chat and maybe think about something else that you want to talk about. I'm here. I'm on the Chehalis Western Trail in a couple of spots. Burfoot Park, Squaxin Park, up at the Capitol. So yeah, if you see me around, hopefully we'll have another chat.
Yeah, man. And it was David, right?
Yep, David.
It's really coming down. Do you have something in mind?
Do you have a phone? You can take a picture of my info if you want.
Yeah.
Coming down.
Yeah, there you go. And you're cool if I recorded?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, I saw YouTube. I mean, like I figured as much.
Yeah, you can look it up. Find my channel if you like what you see. I've got a bunch of these kinds of conversations uploaded on there, so
Cool.
awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks again.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.